It is not long from this moment that we will hear live final arguments in the charges against the district attorney in Fulton County, Georgia, Fani Willis, and Nathan Wade. She is the DA. He was the prosecutor she hired for Trump's Georgia election interference case. Attorneys for Donald Trump claim Fani Willis and Nathan Wade lied about starting their romantic relationship and the timing of that, and because of their relationship might have had a conflict of interest, so on and so forth, and that they both should be removed from the case. Some would argue it's bigger than that the case has had so much confusion and perhaps maneuvering between these two. This case will show, potentially. I want to get your thoughts on it. Does it, in fact, have enough of all of that that would be negative for finding the case in a fair manner with Donald Trump to get the whole case disqualified, to get at least these two disqualified?
Let me give you the answer. Yes, Harris. You know, you and I have been talking about these cases. And again, the political nature of this case. I am so glad the public saw what happened in Georgia. This is a great day for having cameras in the courtroom. Harris, there is overwhelming evidence of this relationship starting before Nathan Wade was hired. May I submit the evidence to you? You have the roommate who admitted the evidence that she saw the personal relationship. You got the text message. You got Terrence Bradley, who basically embarrassed the profession of lawyering, where he sent text messages admitting that he was aware of the relationship. And then on national TV, he is sweating, saying, I don't recall, I don't recall, I don't recall. Those are called prior inconsistent statement, Harris. He was unbelievable. This judge can rule on the actual conflict or the appearance. I believe there's actual conflict, Harris.
All right. I want to get to former President Trump now, who's in a Florida courtroom at this moment, learning more about when his classified documents trial will actually begin. And so what you're looking at on screen is Fort Pierce, Florida. That's where the courtroom is. Special counsel Jack Smith has filed a request to begin July 8th for the trial. And Trump's team wants August 12th at the earliest, but prefers it would move after the 2024 election in November. All of this comes after the U.S. Supreme Court on Wednesday agreed to hear Trump's immunity case. That could let Trump delay most of his court cases. Leo, your take.
Harris, let me be as clear as possible on your show. This case will not take place on July 8th. I know Jack Smith wants a political trial. It will never happen. The key here is this. I would think this judge is going to wait until the Supreme Court makes a ruling on the immunity issues. And so I think that's going to be a mandatory requirement. Also, I also believe this, Harris, is that there is a selective prosecution argument here that the Trump team is going to file. What am I referring to? Joe Biden took classified documents. He gets off scot-free, notwithstanding his mental incapabilities. And yet President Trump is being prosecuted. Expect more motions being filed by the Trump team. And one final point. If this case is pushed back to August or September, the Department of Justice manual says you do not prosecute a case. You do not interfere with the election. It will run into the election. This case should be held, if held, next year, Harris.
Well, it gives the Trump team a better shot of pushing it into August or September because July's not that far away. So what would the difference be?
Right.
If it's too close in July, then it's too close in August, it'll wait after. But we will cover it as it happens. Leo Terrell, always glad to have you for breaking news. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Harris. Thank you.
Hey, everyone. I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.